yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Beth. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. It is Wednesday. This is the Big Voice Sports Talk Show, otherwise known as The Show. This is your host right here.
B-Luv. What's up, everybody?
B-Luv is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And B-Luv, it's been a while.
It's been a while. You can already tell because Beth already done locked me out over there. She must be forgetting with her new gig. She's forgetting what she's doing over there.
Hey, but not only B-Luv is in the house, but we also got DJ Guaranteed in the house as well.
Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah, DJ Guaranteed. He's gonna join us on this episode here. We got a lot to talk about, guys, man. You know, B-Luv, it's been like a whole month since we've been talking sports. Since then, school started.
Yep.
And the school sports, the first week was last week, man. We had a fun, full week of sports last week. So we're going to definitely get into some football. We're going to get into some volleyball. And I want to get into some golf, but I haven't heard anything about the golf team yet. It's girls' season.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure if is Kenny the coach this year.
Yeah, I believe he is, but I didn't really hear nothing either. I know they had a.
That's my mission for the next episode, is to find out everything I need to know about golf. And I'm also going to find out about where Coach Austin Bales is with his esports this early in the season. See what they're up to this year. But other than that, you know, we're going to talk a little bit about golf in general. I know that there was a tournament or an outing last week, the Chairman's Cup. I know B-Luv participated, so I'm going to let you kind of fill us in on the Chairman's Cup.
Hey, I seen a post on that, man. What happened? Hey, but we'll get into it. We're going to get there. Stay there. Yeah, that's the hook.
I'm trying to keep these the listeners captivated so they can come back and listen to the rest of the show.
Hey, just let me add something real quick. I did my part.
Okay.
Just say that. Okay. Just say that.
We got B-Luv on that one right there.
Yeah, upcoming.
And then a little bit later on in the show, we're going to talk a little bit about this past week in Winnebago football. Coach Huge is supposed to be showing up here when he gets done with his meeting. He's going to give us a little rundown of last week's game. I was there too, but you know, I like to get Huge involved in these little discussions about the sports that these high school kids go, because Huge is real good at play-by-play, man. Mm-hmm. I can sit back and, you know, I actually listened to a game. We were on our way to vacation one time, and there was a game going on, and Huge was actually commentating the game, and I literally sat back and could actually picture the game because he was doing such a good job play-by-play. So that's why I asked him to stop up. Hopefully he can swing by.
And it's a challenge because it's twofold. It's one, we're trying to call it for the radio station, so we're really descriptive, you know, and there's people like at YouTube, they're like, you don't have to do everything that they do, but yeah, we kind of do. Yeah. So it's we're also on the terrestrial 100.9 FM. So if you're driving down the road, that's why he's explaining it so much. He's explaining it for the radio because there's broadcasts, you know. Yeah. Huskers have an audio broadcast, and then they have like national television broadcasts. You know, you're like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, no, the listeners did not see that. You know what I mean? You gotta describe it and stuff. So doing a good job.
Yeah,
you know?
You're just pretty good at that. And then surprisingly, football's a little slower, I guess you can say, than when we were doing basketball. Than when we was down there to the state games when Bancroft was playing. I was kind of on the same boat you was, Quince, because it's like you just really taking it over, and I'm just like. Try to get something in real quick, you know. But he's pretty good.
You know, I like the team. I'm really excited about the team that we've been developing, and you know, there's people I know that Buff you want to help out and when they can and stuff, you know, as well, and we appreciate that. We'll need you. There's it's a big season. And anytime that happens and stuff, so
yeah, I'm real grateful that they asked us to come back this season. To do the games at the school, you know, because I know I enjoy doing it. I get to watch the current players, which are kids that I coach from, you know, for years. B-Luv, you know, get to watch all the young relatives, grandkids get to play, you know. So we get to watch that. And then not only that, but then our moms and dads and chokas and grandmas, they can all watch the game at home, you know. They don't even have to go to the gym. They can just stay at home and chill in their recliners and whatnot, put on the big screen. You know, my folks do. Yeah, you know, they enjoy it too. They enjoy it every time.
Yeah, well, they're stuck at home with Pete's kids, so that's why they can't go to the game anymore.
But I just want to give a shout out to the OG commentator. That was Austin Bales, and you know, Trayvon used to hold it down back in the days and stuff of the reign of the Winnebago Public School and stuff. And then we came in, and my co-commentator too. I never did it before, and in fact, Cheyenne Eagle Butte was the very first one that we went up and live stream. I think Bethany was with us, Gentry, my brother, and then Matt May. And I was by myself just commentating, and Eugene was texting me. He's like, "No, you're saying his name wrong and stuff." And I that was horrible. It was the most horrible experience and stuff. But we made it through. They won. I mean, I think they only. Again, it was kind of like a repeat. They only made it a couple quarters, and then they mercy ruled it.
Hey, let me jump in real quick. So when Huge's texting you, I remember I was at home on Sunday of powwow. So hot on Sunday, and they're doing the announcing all that I messaged you. Remember seeing it? Because I was watching you on TV, and I see you look down on your phone, and you kind of shook your head, you begin laughing. So I told my wife, I said, "Look, Garen got my message right there."
It was crazy because I always tell the drum groups, cue up a naming ceremony song because I'm butchering these names. I'm gonna give you guys some new names here.
It was good stuff. You made it fun though. That's why I was just like, oh goodness. After I texted G, I said, "Gee, you're murdering his names, bro." He said, "I know."
That's why I called in Eugene.
No. Oh yeah, then Huge come down and took over. Then he even kind of start clowning a couple.
Called it reinforcements.
What happened to the last names? And the first names, Bills and stuff like that. Shannon's and oh my goodness, it was funny though.
Come on, Earl,
stuff.
Bob.
Yeah,
where all those guys at anymore now? It's just crazy.
That was crazy.
But nonetheless, back to sports.
Yeah. So hey, well, I have a few things on the agenda, for this week, and I know that one of the things I wanted to visit with, and we might as well just get it out of the way now. But there's some fights that are coming up. There's some fights coming up here in the next
10 days.
In the next few weeks, there's going to be some fights coming up, and the first one, obviously, the big fight.
Both of our nephews are fighting.
Yeah, both of our nephews, both Bud Crawford and Carlos Trinidad Snake.
Yep.
Both of our nephews.
I was gonna say, but I was hoping you didn't say down at the big screen. But
I was gonna lead off like that, but I was like, "That's a new one." You get Bill Decor on there.
I seen Joshua Chamberlain posted, the mortuary.
Oh
and
yeah.
Remember that was like, meet me at the mortuary.
Yeah, that was after school across the street.
Yeah, we used to say that back in the day too. That was crazy.
Oh, man,
Joshua's sharing a lot of old school pictures. I'm just like, I remember seeing those. I remember those back in the
Brought
day.
those archives out, man.
Yeah.
Made us feel young.
I got a
again.
question for you guys though. When you guys played football, I was watching the Cowboys documentary on Netflix. We're talking about sports and everything, but god dang, man, those shoulder pads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you guys wear
the big
those?
ones?
The big ones?
The big ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, man.
Those
Those,
suckers. They look like they made you look like you're like 6'2", 6'3". Little guys,
it's like,
man.
god dang.
Everybody take their shoulder pads off, and here they are, little bony guys again.
Yeah. But they look great. And then a lot of people wanted to wear those neck braces to make you look real mean and stuff.
Oh,
Sometimes you think you look like that, and then you put your shoulder pad and helmet on, then you have no neck. You
Hey,
just sit
walk-
there.
you look like Ram Man from
Yeah, Ram Man,
He-Man.
yeah. Yeah, those are big. The quarterbacks had the smaller ones.
Yeah.
The smaller ones so you can throw a little bit.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's crazy.
now they're. I don't think they wear much of anything, right? I mean, it's in an NFL and in college.
Even their pants. You see
don't
that?
even wear
They
no
got-
kneecap
Yeah,
stuff.
no knee pads and stuff like that. They just wear shorts.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
ouch.
crazy.
I know. Skin your legs up and
Yeah.
bust your kneecaps up.
I used to wear volleyball knee pads on my shins because we had our knee
Oh, yeah,
pads on.
yeah.
Then I wear volleyball things on my
Oh,
shins
yeah.
because that's it. Nobody wanted to go heads up. I always just took my feet out, so it kind of hurt sometimes.
But we got about less than 2 weeks. What is it? Not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday.
Yep, the 13th.
Live in Las Vegas.
T-minus 10 days from
But-
tonight.
Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Who you guys got? I already know.
Oh,
Nah,
come
I
on,
already
man.
know.
Don't even ask that. You already know.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go. It'll go 12. It'll go 12, and they're gonna go to decision. But the first couple rounds, just like all Bud's fights, he's gonna study you for the first 3 or 4 rounds, and then after that, he's gonna start picking you apart, and then he's gonna start getting you. So the later rounds, he's gonna wear you down. So
Yeah, see-
that's how. Hopefully, I mean, people say that Canelo's bigger. Bud never took hits from a guy this big, and Bud's a smaller guy. Why they say Bud walks around 180? I mean, he's fighting at 168.
Yeah.
So
His
I mean,
power, you think his power is going to convert over?
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Myself, I think the fight's going to be similar to when Alvarez fought Money Mayweather. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Bud's not gonna. He's not gonna be running from him though. Bud's gonna get in there, but then I think it's gonna be by points.
Well,
It's not gonna. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get hit pretty good, but it's gonna go by
the
those
guy,
points, you know.
the sheik, is that or what's his name? I forget his name. Turkish
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
Whatever it is, he got a knockout clause to more money for a knockout than it's going to give you more money. So they're not going to be chicken. He said chicken fight or like running, playing chicken, or he said cat and mouse. That's what he said.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry. You're not going to be doing that. He's got extra money for a knockout.
Yeah.
So they're going to be going for it. You know.
Yeah.
I heard it was like $3 million extra bucks if you get a knockout.
Yeah. Canelo Alvarez, he's strong, you know.
Yes.
So is Bud.
Yeah.
Bud's like he's got more of a snap and stuff like that. But I always thought Bud's hands were like concrete, you know, like his size and everything. Sometimes when he puts it on him, it doesn't look like he hits him too hard, but he hits him in the right place in the right spot in his hand. They go down, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna point the heck out of it. You know, 'cause
Hey,
he knows how.
you went down to that Gamboa fight.
Yeah.
And that one, they said I think there was a couple knockdowns, I should say. Did Terrence get knocked out on that one? That was a
No.
while ago.
He never hit the ground in his career.
No,
He never went down.
Never
Never.
did. He
Neither did
he got-
Alvarez.
He got dung a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Like a couple times he got dung where he's
Yeah.
he's hurt, but then he bounced right back, you know.
Yeah, I think he's just playing it off a little bit. It wasn't Gamboa either. It was Benedict's or something, whatever his name is. That one was down in Omaha. Yeah, that wasn't Gamboa.
Yeah, but he fought Gamboa down there because 50 Cent brought him back. You know, I remember that fight. Yeah.
It was
like-
on Oman too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but no, he asked, "Did you go? Did you
Yeah.
go down to the? Oh,
Yeah,
you
we-
went to that one too?
Yeah,
Oh,
the boys
shit,
on
I
that
didn't
one.
know that.
Yeah, because you were right there, right?
Yeah, right by the
Right.
coming out. Yep.
I remember that.
Oh, okay,
Remember
bro. I
that.
didn't
That
know
was
that.
a long time ago, though. That was probably over 10 years ago, you think?
You know who was
Yeah, now, yeah.
you know who was talking about him and turned everybody on to Bud Crawford? While he was the first one that I heard about this guy was Brian Kennedy was talking, and then him and his son went to go watch him fight long time ago, and he said this when he was just coming up, and he said you guys got to keep your eye out for this kid, and then Bud Crawford from Omaha, you guys got to watch him. That's 15 years ago
Yeah.
at least, you know.
What makes him so unique, and a lot of people are looking at it, is that he goes southpaw. He fights with his left hand, and then he also goes back traditional style.
Yeah.
You know, orthodox and everything too. So that might throw a wrench. I'm curious to see what's going to take place. You know, the first couple of rounds, he might go left and then go back to his regular stance, but we'll see here. But yeah, I do think it's not going to be any knockouts. I think it's
Yeah, I
probably
don't
going to go
think
the
so either.
distance myself.
Yeah.
Now, Alvarez, he's known for those body shots, and they seem to slow down his opponents and stuff. So I'll be looking for Alvarez to get those early into Terrence Crawford. I don't know if the weight is going to carry over as far as muscle mass and everything, too. It might make Terrence Crawford a little tired. He's used to being kind of, snappy. If it's going to slow him down, if the
Yeah.
power is going to carry over. So there's a lot of unknown factors for Terrence, whereas Alvarez has been there before. So I think they said the betting line, what is it? Just straight down the middle. There's no real heavy point favorite, you know? So
There's a lot of the old school boxers that are promoters, like De La Hoya and a couple other guys that I heard their interviews, and the old some of the old boxers they're interviewing about this fight because it's supposed to be the fight of the century,
yeah.
and most of those guys they're on the seesaw. They're either teetering this way or towering that way, because they talk about Alvarez's his consistent size, where he boxes at, and his strength, and then they talk about Bud Crawford's strength and
His IQ.
his IQ,
Yeah.
and his stamina, and his speed. So it's a it's a coin toss. Really,
They
what they're saying.
just talked to. I just seen it on Facebook today. They asked about they asked Tyson about it, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Did you see? Yeah, did you guys
I
see
didn't see
it?
that one.
So Tyson's kind of I think he thinks Canelo's gonna get it, but then he's like where everybody else is at. He's like, but you never know.
But you
because of
never
his
know.
IQ. He said that Bud Crawford's IQ, and then how he, he's been doing this for years too. He's older than Canelo by 2 years, but Canelo's older than him in the fight life because he's been fighting longer. Since he was a teen. I don't think Bud picked up boxing until he was 20. And then Alvarez has been fighting since he was 14, 15. So he's got longer span in the fight life, so to speak.
Yeah.
So he's older in those terms. But yeah, so he just never. You
So
just don't know.
what? Bud's what? 40. Is it 41?
41-0.
41-0. Remember when Mayweather retired, he was 50-0. So he's like not that far behind. And Mayweather's name was.
Well, Mayweather fighting 2-3 times a year. This is Bud's first fight in
you're
year
right.
and a half.
You're right. He
So
was.
Bud fights 1 time a year. So, if he, and then now he's got a different promoter. I mean, he got rid of that Bob Arum or something like that. And he was just fighting them 1 time a year. And then that was like, come on now. Just get him the fights because he'd be well over 50-0 by now if he fought more than once a year.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Here's my prediction. So many people are gonna tune in. Netflix is gonna. You think they're gonna buff it up again? Yeah.
Oh man.
you know what? They had to fix it since last time.
You think so?
I hope
you
so.
have your faith
I
in
hope
Netflix, man. Come on, Netflix.
Did it buff
Come
on
on,
the
man.
Mike Tyson one? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Do you remember where it stopped at and it froze at? Remember when at the beginning when they were talking to Tyson in the locker room, and then he turned and walked away. Then he just was drunk.
Out of the whole fight, that's what you remember.
That's the only time it froze for a long time. I was ready to kick my TV in.
It was just stuck there.
They were just stuck there. We had to turn channel. Grandkids running around. What the heck you guys watching in there?
Made it stick
Mike
there.
Tyson cheeks.
He
That cameraman.
said it froze. B-Luv paused it.
It ain't froze.
Press play. No, but we have a lot of faith into Netflix, man.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get it together. What did they? It used to be like $8. Now it's like $24 and everything too. So use that extra money. Figure it out, guys. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah.
So look at is that the correct time when the fight is going to be? It's not going to be Saturday night. It's going to be Sunday.
I have no clue what
I heard.
AEST is.
I heard somebody say that it was going to be during daytime.
That might be over there
Over there daytime?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because it's going to be over here. It'll be
AEST. Google it.
Google it.
All right, let's call up.
So my predictions though is I think that it's going to be a split decision. It's
For
gonna be
more
that
money?
close. It's gonna be that close.
Ooh, that is interesting. It would make sense.
Crawford and Canelo too.
The judges already got their marching orders.
So if they set that up and they draw it, you know what? Probably some people are. I mean, since you said the betting line's pretty much right down the middle.
Yeah.
If they draw it, then they try to set it up for more money for Crawford Canelo too.
Right.
Could that could backfire too? You know, it's just like people think I ain't gonna watch it because they are setting it up for that.
Okay, I'm gonna get canceled here, man. So everybody, all those Alvarez fans out there, including my old lady's Alvarez fans for some reason and stuff or the other. But he came out. He did. Remember, he blamed something. He came back with a dirty result, right? Meaning that he was using some kind of, what do they call them? Performance enhancement drugs.
PD.
Yeah. But he said it was in the meat. It was in the cows, in the meat. What do you guys think? I'll throw that on the table. Believe it? Or do you think that was, I mean, because you got
Alvarez come back? for something dirty like
you
that?
look it up, man. He did pop positive for a PEDS, performance enhancement drug.
You know they shoot them cows up with stuff like that too. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's to make them
Meteor?
muscle or anything, but meteor, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, so there's not less fat on the cows or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not no farmer or no.
I say anybody caught with PEDs, they should just be yanked.
Right.
Yeah, because that's not fair to anybody.
That's what I said. So after that fight, I'm just like, I'm not sure, man, if I'm gonna root for this guy anymore. I know there's a lot of, my sister is a big fan too, you know. So there's a lot of people that, so don't cancel me, but go ahead and look it up. It's true, you know. But that's why more reason for me to go for Terrence Crawford. I think he is a slight underdog, and I'm always for the underdogs, guys.
Well, when do they get usually before these big fights? Don't they do pre-fight? You know, they check you pre-fight like that.
They're supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you never know. With that kind of money and that new promoter, you know, he might want to put on a show and just let it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Let me say this: everything has a price tag.
Sure.
Hey man, let me say this: if these guys really want to make that money and look down the future, they need to make this one for the books.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking for the whole fight, just go to town, man.
I mean, boxing needs it. Boxing needs it. You know, as a fan of boxing, I mean, you get in these Jake Paul fights and all this and that, and they're just kind of like, I don't want to say clown shows.
Clown show.
Yeah, it's entertainment and everything too. At the end of the day, it's entertainment, but it's the sweet science, man. I mean, the foundation of it. This is one for the entirety of the boxing. This is it.
Yeah.
You know, this is probably bigger than what Muhammad Ali and all those other ones and stuff. You know, this is it.
Yeah, these are two big names. I heard that Crawford ain't only ain't taking but 10 mil this fight. They, you know, where a lot of people, Floyd Mayweather or something this big make 100 mil.
Man, you see those price tag to attend live. Now they're not at the T-Mobile; they're over at the Raiders Stadium,
Allegiant.
Yeah, Allegiant Stadium, man. Floor seats, forget about it, man.
Yeah,
we
those
need to get
guys.
some press passes or something.
My boy Kuna Bass, he got tickets. They're going out there for his birthday, and I believe, I saw the cheapest tickets online.
Yeah.
Were like $500.
Ooh.
You know, and that's way up there.
It's like they're gonna be little ants.
Yeah.
But still, the atmosphere, you know, and they got big jumbotrons and stuff. But to say you've been there,
And then Vegas is gonna go crazy with
But
this
see,
too.
I was actually comparing it to, and I don't know because this is before my time, but I was comparing this fight to the Thrilla in Manila when Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fought, and they were outdoors.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was an outdoor fight. And I was like, I don't know how many boxing matches ever happen outdoor, but some big ones have, you know.
Right.
But I mean, this football field is what I'm talking about. You know, it's indoor, but the crowd. I mean, the amount of people, the amount of money. I mean, this is like a way since time. You know, 20, 30 years down the road, time gone on, man. There's a lot more money involved. But the amount of people and the passion, it's all going to be in the same arena.
Yeah.
Man,
it's gonna be
I
crazy.
can't wait. I can't wait. It's just hold it up. Netflix got to hold it up, man. We don't want to be freezing up in mid fight again.
Right,
You know,
man.
so just hopefully they fix what
They don't
want
to be on Winnebago Talks rant of the day.
Oh, they will too. Right after that, one little buffer. That's it.
Man, that's it.
we're gonna have to after the fight. see
We
if
were
can
blaming
get Crawford up
everybody.
here.
We were calling Fastwire. We were calling all these guys, man. Come on, Brandon. No.
Get mad at Brandon Stout. Come on, B. What you doing anyway? Well, the Crawford fight's gonna happen, and we'll all be there to watch. Not all be there, but we'll all be in front of a TV screen.
Okay,
somewhere.
so real quick, you got split decision, or you got who clear winner?
No, clear unanimous Crawford.
Okay, in 12.
He's gonna go the distance, but yeah.
All right,
You get it.
B-Love's picks in. Coach Q.
Crawford in a split.
That's Crawford in the split. He's gonna
Yeah.
come out. Dang,
I might put
boy.
some money on that too.
Man. All right, so I'm going to I have to go with Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a split.
Yeah,
It has
Think
to be a
it's split
split.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we can put
Man.
money on it right now, all three of us.
Nope.
Is anybody gonna take on our money? Yep. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So another big fight that's coming up though. We'll make sure and have to revisit our nephew Bud in a couple of weeks, you know, and see how that turns out. And hopefully my boy Greg will have some video that he can share from live from the arena, you know.
Can they record through binoculars? That's what he's gonna need.
Man, I know, right? Get one of those special ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but our other nephew besides Terrence Crawford, but Carlos Trinidad Snakes got another fight. He signed another contract to fight again.
Overseas too.
Overseas, man. October 25th is going to be the fight, and he's going to be fighting in Italy,
Oh, it's Saturday.
in Rome.
Wow.
Isn't that going to be the thing, man?
International.
Dude, you know, B-Luv, we talked about this before about sports, you know. We always talk about basketball, you know, basketball taking you everywhere, you know, could take you places that you'd never imagine, you know, if you love it enough, you know. And Carlos doing the same thing with his fist, you know. He loves doing what he's doing so much. He invested his life into it. That look at where it's taking him.
Yep.
Took him over to Dubai, taking him over to Rome, Italy. You know, to go do something that he loves to do. You know, and I can't be more proud of my nephew over there, man.
Same. Is he fighting for a belt or something or anything else, or is this
No, it's just a regular bout, but he still is the number one contender.
Yep.
Number one contender. So he's trying to get that call again, you know.
Yep.
So
I
but
hope he gets another chance at that same guy because
me too.
he had him.
Yep.
He had him that one because they went to that extra round for him too because it was all tied up. But yeah, he had him.
Hey, That was just like a dance competition, huh?
Yeah.
You get that tiebreaker. Oh, you get two goals out of it, man. Two push-ups.
Two push-ups.
Two push-ups. You better go as hard as you can. Then if you're not giving it your all, man, you're gonna end up getting second place.
Yeah, man, that was the most packed that the big screen was.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know, that was our largest turnout for people to watch a sporting event. You know, we showed a Nebraska game, we showed Winnebago football games and stuff, but that day, and then he had that knockdown. You remember? He knocked him down.
Yep.
So then you go, and I'm like, this for sure, we're going to go to a decision that, in my book as a judge, don't you get so many points get so many points taken away if you knock somebody down?
Mm-hmm.
And then the announcement, and then they're like, we're going to go another extra round. I never heard of that before. I don't know if that was a rule or something like that. You know, and I was like, did this make that up?
I don't follow it so much. But
Yeah.
I was questioning.
Right.
I follow him, but I don't follow it. Like, I don't really know the rules on it. It seemed like they wanted a winner, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you don't want to.
Yeah, you go as a draw.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to
Run it back. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking.
Do it. Yeah.
I think that was it too. Basically, like, you know, the scores were tied.
Yeah.
It's like a dance competition. Scores were tied. We need a winner. We need a first place, second place.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, yeah, but it was good though, you know, and just like anybody else in sports, that's only gonna make him stronger. You know, having to go through that, you know, going undefeated and then having your first loss in a bout for a belt,
A championship match.
and then that should just make him even more hungry.
Yeah, he's gonna get it back again, get that little spark back, and he's like, let's go. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
We definitely got to get get Carlos up here before the fight. You know, on October 25th. I'll get a hold of him, try to maybe get him up here maybe early October before he heads out to training. I don't know where he's gonna be going for training. I think last time he went over there 2-3 weeks ahead of time and trained the rest of the time over in Dubai.
It was so cool that like he had sponsorship from Winnebago. You know, one of the tribe's entities, HCI, sponsored him, and that was dope.
And I like it because he always gives he makes sure he lets his sponsors know, let everybody know who the sponsors are, and thanks them and stuff like that. You know, not just HCI, but his fellow fighters and his other camps and stuff that he fights out of and stuff like that. Everybody's helping him out because they all want him to excel and get that championship too. So it's still not out of reach.
No, you know, one thing I'm really happy and kind of like hold with pride about our sports show and the radio station here is, you know, those things that are relative. You know, when I say I'm talking about this Winnebago relative. You know, Carlos Trinidad Snake when he's out doing his training, you know, and he all the things that he goes through. You know, even some of the trials and tribulations that he goes through. Our radio station gives an opportunity for him to share that with his relatives here in Winnebago. You know, if he doesn't come on a radio station, nobody's reading magazines, nobody's getting on those links and making sure to go and read those things. But if you watch an episode, you'll hear everything that you need to hear, you know, about his journey. You know, that's one thing I really take pride in up here too, is those opportunities, and I can't wait to get Carlos back on here because I saw him at Power Time and got to give him a hug, stuff like that, and say what's up, you know, but just in passing, you know, and I didn't get to ask him anything about that last fight or what he's been doing for the next fight, you know, and so that's kind of what I want to hear, and I know that a lot of the listeners probably want to hear too.
Yeah, we'll get him back on there. Talk to him or get a hold of his mom.
Yeah, definitely will.
I think Yuji's coming up, right?
Oh, he said he just not messing me. He said he's not going to be able to make it.
Oh, okay.
They're keeping him captive down there in that council chambers.
Oh,
that thing
okay.
going
Yeah,
on
it was a marathon session today. But volleyball, just and then I'll turn it over to you guys for football and stuff, you know.
Well,
but yeah, go ahead.
A little bit of volleyball. I mean, you was at the game the other night. You and Willie, you guys took care of the commentating on that night. I watched a little bit of the game on my phone and kind of heard you guys, and you guys were talking volleyball stuff, and I'm like, man, here we go again. You know, volleyball season starting.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you played volleyball before, sand volleyball and stuff like that, rec volleyball. Willie, you know, he plays at that higher level and stuff. You guys both know exactly what's going on with the rules. So, hey, man, I like listening to you guys, you know, be on the mic and call the game and stuff. And then one good thing you guys do is you guys make sure and kind of say all those all the players' names and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
give them some shout outs. I like that.
We were rusty. We weren't back last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's back for the first time for us. And so, but it was good, man. We just to kind of recap, just to kind of give you an overview of the Winnebago Lady Indians. They're doing a great job. There's a mixture of experience and youth coming in. I think that they just need to kind of get a couple more sets and stuff, and then also play a little bit more defense. They went against Tri-County, the Wolfpack. Man, they had some freaking killers.
Yeah, there's some people that can hit.
Yeah, in your granddaughter,
Grandbaby, yeah.
yeah, she got to get out there, and she's on the books and everything. She had some nice serves.
She can set. They had 2 matches last night. They played in a tournament down in Fort Calhoun, and she got the starting call, and she really did good. I mean, like the coaches got them doing all these sets and stuff, and we had to give up a couple of points because they'd be out of rotation, just because I don't really know how they have the things all set up, but they got my granddaughter flying all over the place and setting, and boy, she's just doing all that. They played Fort Calhoun. They kind of got donkey jabbed a little bit that first 2 sets in that game, and then they played Omaha Nation, and then they same situation as when they played down at here in Winnebago. They won the first set. Then they lost 2 close ones the next one.
Dang.
So, but Omaha Nations had them down 23-20, and then Cass comes up and it was her turn to serve. She just had a good set to either Marion Todd's girl, the tall girl,
Yeah.
Honeydew, I think,
Yeah.
and had a good set. She got it, then got the serve back, and then Cass served out 5 in a row and beat them. 5 aces in a row.
There you go.
Nice.
So they end up getting that,
Dang.
and then the next game they end up getting beat 25-21, and then 25-20. So they lost a couple of close ones, but same situation. They don't have no tall girls.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Except Walker.
Yeah, honey.
She-
She was getting her blocks and stuff, but I think with her, and then her mom's hollering it too, and behind us is, I think when she blocks them, then she thinks it's a block. She blocks it and it comes right back to her. Then she tries to get out of the way.
Oh, okay.
So it's block's not considered a hit.
No.
Or
Yeah.
a bump, so she can block and then bump it up. So she just needs to kind of remember that. And then her
Yeah.
mom's hollering for it too. Mary Putt, I was teasing her. I asked Mary, I said, Mary, did you ever tell your daughter that you used to be able to jump real high? And she said, yeah, I did. Told her that I don't know what they're doing and she needs to do this and stuff. I said, did you tell her you're taller than her too in high school? But then you took a shower. Then she said, "What? My hair?" so then she just started laughing too, and she kind of give me the old "get out of here." But yeah, because Honeydew, she's about 6 foot. She's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For you youngsters out there listening, that was a reference to that hairspray and the big old hairdos they used to have back in the
dudes,
90s,
yeah.
man.
Late 80s, early 90s.
That picture, there's a picture in that trophy case. Check it on out,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, the
But
state
did
tournament
you see
team.
that little logo? It said sponsored by Aquanet.
That's what I always tell those girls. I said, we're the tallest team in the state that year until you showered.
The shortest team now.
No, but just to recap, then I'll get off the air here and stuff. But the ladies, they're doing some improvements. We've seen it go through it. I think that they need to get on a little bit of more roll, hit up there, try to get some more blocks and stuff. Work that out. Communications are always something. Sometimes they're like, oh, you get it. Then it just hits the floor and stuff. So, but we're excited to be back Appreciate the sponsors that are really helping out the volleyball team and the football team, and then going into the basketball season. That's going to be another thing that we're looking forward to. But shout out to Adam Tramner, shout out to the coaches and the production crew that is helping out with the live streams. But yeah, volleyball's underway. I think the next game, Bethany, is going to be Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow. So make sure you join, as they're going to host a team coming into town here, and make sure you tune in if you can, or come and cheer. I want to say that the parents and the fans, they were pretty loud. Tri-County, they ran away with it, so they did end up kind of toning down a little bit. But that first set, that's the level they need to be at. Anytime they get an ace, anytime they get a kill, anything like that, man, it was rocking in there and stuff. And the atmosphere, when you walk into a basketball game, volleyball game, football game, you smell the popcorn and you just feel the atmosphere, the competition and stuff, man. That's what gets you excited and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, shout out to Winnebago fans. Hey, keep it up, Winnebago fans. Those girls, they probably play even harder when you guys get loud.
They do. They even have their little, when they get an ace, they even got their own little team clap that they do and
Yeah.
kind of hit hips and do the little screaming around and stuff. But when they do something, they mess up. They still, they still get on each other and like pick each other up. So,
Yeah.
So, but it is like Garen said that there's a mixture of a couple of seniors and it was all underclassmen, pretty much all underclassmen.
Before you get out there about volleyball, I'm just going to say just two things. The first thing is you're talking about like things that you notice that the girls need to work on. So myself over the last, since Bink and those guys were, Darlin those guys were in high school.
Yeah.
I just noticed that, Winnebago, we had a number of girls that can spike, that can do it really good if they're set up well and if they're setting themselves up well. One thing I noticed about our girls, like when that ball comes over and they pass it, like as soon as they pass it to the setter, the hitters should be backing up, getting themselves a run at it. They don't do that too often. They stand there, or they'll take one step back and then kind of go for it and then spike it. What they need to do is back up 4 or 5 steps and take a run at it, jump up as high as you can, then hit it.
They all holler
that's true.
which number. They holler to the setter on which number because they all want to spike, and they do take a step or two back, but not like when the pass is going, because you got to wait for the ball to get. You got to get a good pass because some of those serves come right to the hitter, so the hitter needs to be able to get it and then, like you said, run back and say. And they do that. There's a couple of them that do it a lot in both bunnies. What's Bunny? I just know him by Bunny, Maria Scott's grandbaby.
Yeah, Serenity Kennedy.
Yeah, she does left-handed. She hits the ball pretty hard.
Yep.
And then Jelena,
Yeah.
Earth. She's another one. She had about 7-8 kills last night in
Really?
the matches.
So they're finding a groove.
Yeah, they are. And from just you could tell the difference between just the games last night and that very first game, because they're finding. And then they got to get a good they got to find their mixture where they can where they get it grooving and they can get a select six in there that'll do it. But they sub a lot, which is good, because they sub when they need to sub. They get Honeydew it, and when she comes to the front or in the back, they'll sometimes let her serve, sometimes they'll take her out, and then when that girl comes back in a rotation, then they'll put her back in the front row so she's there.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of sets and a lot of things that they're working on, but volleyball nowadays, confusing.
Yeah.
I remember us guys used 3 in the front, 3 in the back.
Yeah.
You want in the
Rotate.
middle back, play up a little bit.
Rotate.
You ask who has the line. You guys got the line, and then the one in the middle got all the dinks, and that's all we know. Man, now they're running all over the place. I got Cass sweating all crazy.
I know, right?
She serves and she flies up to the front, and she's set. And she got second hit, and then she's running all over the place, which is good though.
Yeah.
And Yuja's daughter, the other one, I forget her name. She's the other setter, and I seen her Cass set her a couple times last night, and when Honeydew was right in the front, and I'm just like, hold on a second. There's she's way taller, and then she's a setter too. So Cass has set her up, and I was like, Cass, what are you doing? And then pretty soon, boom, she gets hit. Never mind, good set. Because then she was little, then she get a good hit. All right, good hit, let's go.
Yeah.
So it was good though. I mean, it was. But like you said, they got things to work on. But a lot of them are young. There's just a bunch of young ones out there.
So which kind of brings me to my second thing I was gonna say about the volleyball is they need to, if they're serious about the volleyball, like in volleyball season, man, we should have did better this year. Then off season, you should be going to camps. Mm-hmm. You should be doing skills training, weight training, all that stuff. They started doing that for football and basketball, and then the girls, they have stuff going on, workouts and stuff. But the camps, the skills, I know that they was working out on weights and conditioning and stuff like that, but the skills part,
they don't as far as I know, I don't even know if the academy offers that, but the academy is arm or leg. But I know some of the girls that they went down to Omaha for the Omaha Attack or something. It's like some kind of AAU volleyball team, so they'd go down there. I remember Brian Chamberlain's oldest daughter, she went there. BJ Walker, this is their daughter.
I know what you're
graduated.
saying. Yeah, the arena, the arena, they have it
do
going
they?
on. Yeah, they do, and I think even summer volleyball. Mm-hmm. They just, for the girls to get good, they gotta try to do the whole thing together as a team.
Oh, for sure,
the skills and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because you go 1 or 2 or even 3 girls that can afford going up there or do that fundraiser to be on a team up there. And then you're only getting 3 girls that are getting those practices, and so you need the entire team.
Then they got to be comfortable with each other too. So you
Yeah.
get them comfortable with other campers or that go there. But when you come back down here, then it'd be hard to mix.
Yeah.
So I understand.
So if they
Team
have
camps.
if they have summer volleyball up there, they have to have tournaments up there, and they got to be traveling summer to tournaments. We should just get our own volleyball team here, or just work them out, do skills from after volleyball's over, do skills training and stuff like that until the summertime gets here. Then hit the summer circuit and go hit. I mean, that's where they're going to get all their, getting better for the next season.
Sure.
Because if they just unlace them and hang up their volleyball shoes till next year and their knee pads until next year, then they're just going to pick up where they left off. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's just my 2 little thoughts on volleyball, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good one, guys. Good one. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Volleyball live action. Winnebago, the football team is going to be on the road as well. So I think you guys are going to discuss that
Yes, we
and
are.
let everybody know. So thank you guys for having me.
Yep.
And
Thanks, Gene.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, bro. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You're listening to the show. This is your host, Coach Q, along with my co-host,
You already know.
B-Luv. B-Lovin', man. So we got a few minutes. I think we got what? Oh, we got time. We got time to talk about a little bit about golf right now, bro. Okay, so I wrote this down. I wanted to go ahead and mention about the Chairman's Cup this past Friday. I know that you and a number of other fellow Winnebagos went down to, was it Pender?
Pender, yep.
Pender's golf course down in Twin Creeks, and there were the same amount of Omaha Tribal members playing, I guess, team on team.
The format was they took 2 of us, two Winnebago members, 2 Omaha members, and you went out and you played 2-man scramble for the first 9. So it was me and Trav Mallory. We played the other 2 boys that we were playing, and then for the first 9, and then the second 9, we took I guess you can say your lower handicap players for both teams. They played each other one-on-one, and then the other 2 played each other one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then you just played your own ball for that following 9. So we played a couple of boys. I didn't even know who they were. They came from Omaha.
They came from Omaha?
Yeah. There must be some of the Omaha tribal members that live down there, and good guys. They're younger, good guys, and here we end up playing, and they went by point system. Well, let me stop right there real quick. Give shout out to Anthony Earth. He gave us all shirts, all us Winnebagos. He gave us all blue T-shirts. It's the 20th year that they're doing the Chairman's Cup. So
Okay, so like the 20th annual?
20th annual. So
Nice.
it's 20 years doing it. So big ups to Anthony and his love for the game. He always does things like this for the crew. Then his grandsons are coming up too. Some of his grandkids that are playing, and they're pretty good. Hit the ball a ton, and they do pretty good too. So he's kind of keeping it going, and I know that his grandkids have a lot to do with that too, keeping him going. So big shout outs to Anthony Haneke, Bozeman.
Good one. Hey, just pick up where you left off in that tournament, because I was kind of interested because
So-
I didn't get to hear about it yet.
Yeah, so we end up playing, and then I end up you get a certain amount of points. I mean, there's like 4 points total. If you win the scramble part, your team gets 2 points, and then you get a point if you beat your player, and then another point if you beat. So when I said earlier on the show that I said I did my part, I did my part by tying my guy on the last hole.
You tied him?
So we split a point. So there was really nothing. And then when me and Trav played those guys our scramble, we tied. It was a good match, so a real good match. And then Trav's guy ended up beating the dog crap out of him by about 9 strokes. So
Oh, Trav, you got 15 minutes to get up here and defend yourself. There's a picture of the Chairman's Cup right there, ladies and gentlemen, that Bethany's showing on the screen right there. That is the Chairman's Cup, the 20th annual.
Yep. So needless to say, the Omaha's tribal members end up getting us. They got us this year. So I don't know what the points were. I think it was like 7-3 or something. But they had Kobe playing with them, and I think Sky played with them. So they had like a lot of our local boys that played with us guys around here, they played for those guys. So we're kind of like teasing around. Oh, Chris Snyder Jr., he played with them too. So we're kind of like, all right, they got a good little squad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they end up getting the Omaha's got us
the whole groundskeeping crew up at HCI.
Yeah, there was nothing getting done that day.
Well, so then the Omaha tribe, they won it, and that was I saw Anthony's post. It was the first time they won it in the 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't
so
know
the
that.
first 19 years went to Winnebago. So they showed up.
There you go.
They showed up this year, and they took that trophy. So it's gonna be down until the end of next summer.
Yeah. That's just it's just a little bragging right thing. But before, if I remember right, it wasn't just Winnebago was playing Omaha's. It was they got the Santee boys involved too, and so there's a lot of times there's Santee boys that come down, but they wouldn't have as many, so we'd always have to try to like squeeze them if we can. And then not saying that this is the reason why we got beat, but Kenny boy didn't play because he had coaching the girls and they had a match that day.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, so there's 3 of our points right there.
Well, it seemed like it sounded like it was a lot of fun, man. I wish I could have been there. I've been missing a lot of work lately because of travel, business to take care of for my family and stuff. But
and you know what? I just want to share with the listeners. Quincy and his wife were on travel. He flew from Omaha. He flew from Omaha to Minneapolis. That's a 3-hour drive, y'all. That's probably about a 30-minute flight. I don't know what the heck he's doing.
Can I even make it worse for you, B-Luv?
Go ahead, bro.
There's a layover. the first of the layover in Denver.
You flew to Denver first, and then to Omaha.
Then on the way back, we flew into Chicago first, and then Omaha.
What?
And we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, who the
we'll talk
heck
about
is
that
your
later.
travel agent? We need to get fired, boy.
Hey,
Holy smokes.
We'll talk about that later. But we got to squeeze a couple more things in B-Luv. So the Winnebago cross country team.
Okay.
They had their first meet last week. I believe it was on Thursday, and they had a pretty decent team. I wish they would have sent me the whole roster, but my boy Rock is in there. Farron Carnes, Preston Blackhawk, DJ LaPointe, Elias Bass. Oh man, who else is on there? That's just to name a few of them. Ho-Hump. I think Ho-Hump's a senior. Anyway, and then the girls got a decent squad too. I got to get a roster.
Yeah.
But I do know that Rock placed 5th in that first meet last week, and he had a cough too. So he all week he's been drinking orange juice to try and get rid of whatever his little illness is or whatever. So he's really looking at a big season this year. And a lot of the guys that are first timers this year, they're trying to pace themselves behind him because he's kind of got experience in it.
Sure.
And man, he missed the state meet by 4 places last year. So when that person crossed the finish line that made it to state, was right in front of him. He saw how far he needed to get. So that weighed on him all summer. He'd been running everything all summer. So he's trying to get that knot this year. So
That's good. Yeah, I've seen him running in that. Yeah, I've seen Preston Blackhawk run in. I've seen Farron.
Yeah.
And I'm just every time I see those basketball players running, I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, just get them ready because
Bro.
that's what I'm saying.
no, man. I mean, it's exciting. Some of those boys, it is their senior year, and so they're going all out in the classroom and out of the classroom.
That's good.
So good luck to you boys tomorrow. They're gonna be running tomorrow. I think they're running in Beamer.
Oh, geez.
And I think that Beamer course is the
Yep,
one where it's
all
you know
uphill.
the golf
Yep.
course. So it's that like the quarter mile straight up. Anyway, they call it the Hill of Hell.
Good call.
So good luck
Good luck,
tomorrow,
y'all.
guys. On
Run
that.
hard.
Is that Stanton?
Yes, tomorrow at 10.
Oh, okay. It looks like tomorrow's at Stanton.
Oh, Staten.
That's
Okay.
a little bit more south from Beamer there. But I know the Beamer one's coming up too, though, and I'll definitely let you guys know about that one. Yeah, right there, cross country Stanton at 9 a.m. So anyway, good luck, you guys.
Good luck, y'all. Run hard.
And now we got to finish up and talk a little bit about football.
Okay.
The boys got a game tomorrow. They travel all the way up to Pine Ridge tomorrow. And Pine Ridge, man, it's going to be a game, though, because that's who they lost to last
in the
year in
championship.
double overtime. of the championship.
They went
game
1-1
year.
last year, right? Because they played each other earlier in the day or earlier in the year.
Yes.
And they won a close one.
Yes.
And then they lost a close one.
Yes. So that's the game that's tomorrow. So those of you that are traveling up to Pine Ridge tomorrow, say thank you to all you go live if there's service up there. I know that I reached out to one of my bros up there to see if they have a live stream. The last time we played up there was no live stream. It was supposed to be, but it didn't happen. So hopefully this year it's going to be a good one. So Casey Means, get at me, let me know the link, and we'll see what's up with that.
Yeah.
But that's tomorrow. But this past week, the boys played Cheyenne Eagle Butte.
Yep.
And they came to town all the way from Cheyenne Eagle Butte. It's like a 5-6 hour drive. And kind of same thing that happened last year when we played them up in Cheyenne Eagle Butte. Is we got them a 50 piece. And like early in the game, in these football games, in this native league, you really never know what a team has until the ball snapped a few times.
Yeah.
And at first it seemed like Eagle Butte, like they had some big boys on the line. We tried to run up the gut with Darius up the middle and make some cuts, couldn't get through. And so I was like, we'll see what's up with this. And so they were stopping us at the line. And then Elijah Whitebear play action fake and sent Raheem out for a long bomb, and they scored a touchdown there. Kind of took their heart right off the bat. They kicked it off, or we kicked it off to them. They did like 3 or 4 plays. They threw a pass,
Interception.
got an
pick six.
interception, pick 6, and then that kind of set that tone right there, because after those 2 scores, it just seemed like they were like just trying to grab anything they could do. They went through 3 or 4 quarterbacks.
Really?
First string quarterback got hurt. Second string quarterback was like a freshman, and I think one play he was getting ready to pitch it, and he got scared. He just like tossed the ball and nobody's there and stuff like that. He just didn't want to get hit, and so then they pulled him and they put a big dude. I think one of their linemen. He was like number 76 or something like that. He actually did a really good job playing quarterback, and he was doing the draw. Hike, take a step back, let your offensive line push forward, and then just go and try to read. So he was doing a good job of that, and then he completed a couple good passes too.
Okay.
His first I say possession down, he had 3 first downs. So he did pretty good on his first possession, but that's all that he really got to do. Winnebago's defense, I think Winnebago's defense scored 4 touchdowns.
Cool.
2 pick sixes, a fumble recovery, maybe 3 touchdowns. But their defense is smothering. They got all the big guys on the line, bro.
Well, I've seen all of them down there.
You got Docs, they got Ashton, they got Chris Perez.
Chris Perez down there now.
They got those guys down there, and some big guys. They got some young guys coming up too.
Kendrick. Yeah, he's a big boy too.
Yeah, he got some playing time too.
Yeah.
He got some playing time. So Winnebago, when you get a 50-point game, of course you're gonna say they look good.
Yeah.
So, but they're really gonna get tested tomorrow.
Yep.
And all I gotta say is, if any of the boys are listening, and I know you're gonna say the same thing, you guys just keep your heads. Play football. Don't play that game you guys played last year where everybody's just talking.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just let your game do your talking. Play as hard as you possibly can. Leave everything out on the field.
I think they need to run when they said they couldn't get what's the tailback's name? Booby. To get him open, they need to run behind
Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden. Let Raiden give Raiden even if it's not even up the middle.
Yeah.
Pull him out and let him come pull out there and get Tiny Baby to pull, and then just get one of those. Just let's run a power to one way.
Yeah.
Do something like that. Or Doxy or Tiny Baby, get him to come flying around the corner, and then have Raiden lead him back. See what happens with it. Just put a play in like that once.
Yeah.
Have your whole line block in and pull those guys, and
Run a crossbuck with Tiny Baby.
you can do that too.
Yeah.
So you just see, there's all kinds of things to do. But
The thing about the game tomorrow, though, like the thing I think, like, oh man, I just wish that the Pine Ridge game was later on in the season. But then we'll probably end up meeting them again.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Pine Ridge and Winnebago are 2, not the only teams, but 2 of the only teams that I know that do off-season weightlifting and off-season skills work. And I know Casey Means does that all the time up there. He's got his boys in the gym all the time. They're in the weight room all the time. Same as down here. I don't know about any of the other schools, but if I'm just saying, if they don't, then that's something they need to hop on board with.
Yeah.
Because that's how you start getting those elite athletes. I mean, Pine Ridge, bro, they got a D1 prospect out just after his junior year, Marvin Richards III.
He's a senior this year?
He'll be a senior this year.
Oh, wow. I think I seen him out in Denver.
Yeah, and he's a hooper,
Yeah.
and he's also their first string quarterback.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of goes hand in hand sometimes
Sure.
in some small schools.
Sure.
So, but then, that's what the training and the weightlifting can do. It can get you a prospect like that. But down here, we got a back-to-back state champion here. Doxy, and then he got his crew there. That freshman last year, Zakiah Redhorn, he made third place at state. Like we're right there, with the training and the strength of these teams. Now it's school year. Now we get to see what's up.
Yeah.
Put it all in the field, is like we say. But yeah. So good luck to the boys tomorrow.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Good luck to the boys tomorrow. I know that when Pine Ridge and the other teams, when they make their journey down to Winnebago, us guys like to get together as parents and community members and stuff like that, and put a feed on for those boys, And I hope they do that for our boys up there, because it's one of the things, I think I don't know if I said this to you, but when I went out to Hawaii, those guys were they weren't like that.
Yeah, they gave you donuts.
Yeah, they gave, after I kind of got mad at them for a little bit, kind of told them that they were disrespectful, But I always just think that, we just people like that. Anytime we have some other native families, native teams, native tribes coming to our place, we always feed them, man.
When those guys are acting disrespectful out there, did you beat them?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez. Oh, well, last time. Last time when I asked that question. Hey, real quick before we, see, now you start laughing. Hey, real quick question, or quick thing. Shout out to our mighty Huskers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We, I know everybody watched. First game looked kind of iffy, but just the boys, they should be all right. They got 2 more games to get their stuff right and get their timing together, mesh together. 2 more games to do that until Michigan comes to town. So
oh yeah,
so we can't, Cincinnati, we played them last week down in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And they almost sold that place out down there too. But
yeah, it's not the same though. It's not the same. I mean,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be somewhat of a home game.
no,
'cause-
for Cincinnati, it's supposed to be a home game because that's where Travis Kelce and his brother went to college at, was Cincinnati. That's why they had it down there.
I heard they had 75% Husker fans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was Sea of Red anyway. But they're trying to make it. I remember they're saying wear black. Have Huskers wear black.
Oh.
No, it was Sea of Red, but then Cincinnati's red as well, so you don't know who was who.
Oh man, that game had me biting it though.
I
That
did too.
throw at the end.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, a couple years ago, they would have caught that.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, they would have caught that for 7.
Yep. We'd have lost a close game.
Yeah.
Well, with that interception there, Pops won one of the quarters, and I know you won one of my quarters, so
Oh, yeah, that was-
congratulations on that.
Yeah, that was helpful.
Yeah.
Hey, B-Luv, I think we're going to be back in a couple of weeks. We have probably about 2 football games and maybe about 6 volleyball games and about 3 cross-country meets that we're going to talk about. And then it'll
Golf
be,
matches, we'll have to find out from Kenny, too.
we'll find out about I'll definitely reach out to Ken about who's on that roster and check that out. And then we'll also have talk about the fight.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Crawford fighting, see who won.
Yeah. See
Yeah,
where we're at.
and then we'll be
Good.
just a couple weeks closer to Carlos's fight too. So we'll maybe give us a little update, and I'll maybe have an update, see if he's be coming up or something.
Cool.
right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to the show. This is your host, Coach Q, my co-host right here with DJ B-Luv. Trying to get buffed to be a DJ too, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
The big voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago tribe.